own fox.
Hello. Sorry, I didn't give you a count in. I was listening to everybody talk.
Parts.
Oh, no.
Hi.
When did
This is
when
the
did we
real
come in?
us.
Hi. Welcome
Uncensored.
back to Severed Sons Presents Rolling in the Netherdeep, and we're excited to bring you a brand new tale of adventure in the lands of Wildmount and Marquette. My name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master, and around the virtual table we have...
Buddy, this is Bill, and I'm going to be playing Orgo Skull Crusher.
Stop.
Oh, I thought they were doing the Disney thing. Hey, I'm playing Orgo Skull
Who are
Crusher.
you?
Your half orc, half mouse, no, half drow, all badass, unarmed battle master plus bonus, and oh my god, full table. Yes.
Orgoth, here's the question of the day. Question of the day. If you were in a band, what instrument would you play? And what genre would that band be playing if you want to go that far?
Okay. Well, the only instrument that I play is the Orcish warpipe, right? And where I won the talent competition in Baxterset, doing that. So I guess I would play those, but I also do like to sing. But it's really hard to do both at the same time because you have the blow stick in your mouth and you have a mouth you try to sing. So I would play the war pipes, and I would probably play either in like a traditional like orc grunge band or maybe a top 40 dance.
It's not up to you if it's in the top 40. It's up to the listeners.
No,
Yeah.
the people. It's always the people.
I want to be in a top 40, man.
I'm gonna vote for you.
Yeah. Hey everyone, this is Jaden playing Lapis Frizzlewing, your local reborn wizard of smut, and because we're on Disney now, apparently I'm now canceled, so I'll see you guys later. Bye.
No, come back. We just got the
Alright,
band back together.
As for instrument, a triangle. No, I'm just kidding.
Why not?
It probably, mostly because it's also my favorite thing in the world, the automaton, if you guys ever seen that before.
I love
Oh,
it.
Thing that opens, the mouth opens.
Yeah. And as for what kind of music, we if I had a band, if Lapis had a band, we'd do cover songs. We'd cover songs.
Folks, thank you for tuning in. This is Ross, coming to you not from my normal studio. I'm in Georgia right now. And I am playing Wilden Grandmain, Ghostwise Halfling Bard. And I think and he would reach into his pocket and pull out the Thelar. And he says, I think something like this, something small, something probably woodwind, something to use my mouth, because I found that the more I play my drums, the more people ask me to sing, which I'm just not interested in doing for people. So if you keep these busy, then no one seems to ask any more of you. And I think Wilvenet plays in like a folk, like a very Bob Dylan-esque, maybe like Crosby, Stills and Nash kind of like 60s folk band.
The Traveling Wilvenberries.
Oh no.
Yeah, I like that. That sounds that's
Perfect.
canon now.
Perfect.
That's good.
Hey everyone, this is Jamie. I'm playing North Eladrin Roguelock, Hexblade. And that is a good question. I mean, being an Eladrin, I can basically pull from the knowledge of the ancestors for like every instrument they've ever played. But singing is nice. Singing is very nice. Maybe I'll go with that. As for the genre, though, glam rock / glam metal. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We want to have the hair. We want to have the presentation.
Yeah. Hedwig and the Angry Inch a little bit. So yeah. Yeah. That's some good music. Okay. For Dermot, he'd be like, well, my jokes didn't go over too well at the talent show, but I think if there was a band playing behind me, as I told the jokes, I think people would like my jokes better. So I would be the lead singer joke teller as the band was playing behind me. I don't know what genre that would be, but I think that would be perfect. So
It's
He
just a
plays
guy
the
with a drum
spoons.
going.
Dermot just plays the spoons.
Is there anything else we need to talk about before we dive in? And I am underwater right now for reasons we'll find out.
That's amazing. I just have to really quickly compliment Ross on your hair. The dye job is like your hair looks amazing, man.
It's
I
all
like
brown,
it.
isn't it
Good
weird?
color on you.
I'm like
Yeah.
used to it now, but like for a second, I had like a real identity crisis looking in the mirror every time.
If you're in Georgia, go to the Renaissance Theater and see Ross and Buddy Holly's story.
Yeah, go to the Legacy Theater.
Legacy, sorry.
That's okay. That you can go to any theater you want, but if you want to see me, it's at the Legacy Theater.
Sorry. I thought I had
That's
it.
okay. That's okay.
Man, we
didn't
wish
plan
we could
this or
see
anything.
you. We wish we could see you.
It was a lot of fun.
Well,
Let me get on the plane.
well, let's begin today's episode 36, Mental Onslaught. Last time, Orgoth and Lapis were given badges from the Allegiance of Allsight, along with spares for Wilven and North. And these badges, you'll find out, they have symbols of the Hand of Ord on. Actually, no. They have the symbol of Allegiance of Allsight on them. Lapis has one that has the Hand of Ord symbol on it. Where was I? Oh, yes, okay. And you were shown the Maw of Kael Morrow, a deep well 150 feet across and hundreds of feet deep, and you were led down by Prolix to the base camp for the expedition to the archaeological dig to the ancient city. As you made your way through the dark waters, protected by the magically created tunnel of air, like hundreds of yards, like 50 yards wide, not wide, like long, getting to the base camp, you're traveling down this tunnel, and suddenly your minds begin to buzz. And Prolix turns to you and says, "What's up?" And you feel this strange voice just echoing in both of your heads, full of despair and anger, saying, If I can't leave, I will burn this world with me." And I'd like both of you to make find it. It was wisdom saving throws. That's what it was. Wisdom saving throws.
Oh, I thought it was charisma. Okay.
Yeah, I was
I
wrong
do
before.
too. This is not as good for me.
Yeah, I was wrong before.
Mm.
I don't know if you have it, but you have inspiration, I think, still, Bill.
Oh, I rolled a 19 for a 20. Dirty, filthy 20.
Nice.
I rolled a 19.
Nice. And the buzzing kind of like fades away. And you've got a little bit of like this little headache, but it kind of fades eventually. And Prolix kind of like was waving his hand in front of you all.
Lapis, did you just hear that?
I'd rather not have heard it, whatever the hell that was.
Okay, yeah. You didn't hear anything, Prolix? Like a voice? in your head?
No, no voices. And he yells down to the two people who are on guard outside of the base camp at the door. And he's like, "Did you all hear anything?" And Prolix, the two people are like, "No, sir."
Oh,
What
okay.
happened? What did you hear?
It was a voice that said something like, "If I can't be free of this place or get out, I'm gonna burn the whole world to the ground." Something. I'm a little stunned from it, but yeah, it wasn't a friendly message. It was a very, something's angry down
Have
here.
we heard this voice before?
I'd like you to make do a history check.
Hmm.
History's intelligence, right?
Yep.
History.
Okay.
That is a 24.
Okay.
I got an 8.
Lapis, you've heard this voice before, but it didn't sound this deep or like echoey or reverby. It sounds like Alexian.
That did that voice at all sound familiar to you, Orgoth?
Not really. It was pretty
Really?
deep and echoey and,
It-
angry. But it didn't sound like any deep, angry voices I've heard in my head before.
And then suddenly, Orgoth, a voice pops into your head. "Hey, sweetie," questions voice. "I'm here with North, and he wants to know where you are so he can find you. Where are you? I miss you."
Hey, I just got a message from Question though. Wants to know where we are. Hang on, I'm gonna let them know where. How do I tell them to get here?
Well, we would have to go up and give them the badges.
Yeah, we'd have to go up to give them the badges.
It really only because going up to the main, like the floor of the mall, you're really only going back another 25 yards, really. Like it's and then
Right.
just climbing up is the
we
hard
have-
part. Yeah, you
Right.
have to go up.
Okay, so we should we'll go out and then meet. Hi, Question. I'm with Lapis, and we're at the Care. What is it?
It's the Maw to Care Morrow.
To
to Kale
Mar
Morrow.
The Ma to Kale Marrow, whatever it is. Whatever it is, 4 words. They can meet here.
Pause. Question turns to North and says, they're at the Maw to the to expedition site. It's in the Sigil district.
Oh, it's look at the map. Well, mentally, where's the Alluvian district versus where I am in the guided district versus
the
the
guided
Sigil district?
Okay, the Cerulean Palace is in the center. The Sigil
Yep.
district is immediately to the southeast. The guided district, where the Cobalt Soul headquarters is right further past the Sigil district to the southeast, and the Alluvium district is huge to the north and like northeast of the River district.
Shit. Okay. And Io's with me, right?
And who's with you? Sorry, say that again. Io's with you as well. Yes.
Huh. Oh, that's Question, can you send them another message?
Yeah.
I got a lead on our Olympic swimmer.
Okay.
Might be a timed issue.
Okay.
Can I join you somewhere else when I'm done? Is it urgent?
Okay. Question goes, hey, sweetie. North has a lead on the Olympic swimmer. Can he meet you somewhere after? Did you say out loud like where you were going? The Alluvium district. You didn't say that out loud, did you? Okay. Going to find the Olympic swimmer. Can he meet you somewhere in a little bit? And where that would be?
Lapis, I got another message from Question, and so it seems like North got a lead on
Bill's brain is not working today.
on the Dragonborn, the bad Dragonborn guy. And
Satra?
Sazerac, Abednego,
Yeah.
somebody. Sazerac.
Mamma mia.
And so and is going to try to track them down. So we'll be here now. Wants to know where to meet us. I mean, do we want to, now that we know where the base camp is and we can get here, do we go back out?
If it's a timed, I mean, we shouldn't stick around here if we're not going to do anything.
Yeah, especially with like I'm a little one more voice. That's really not what I need in my head. But
Says, now that you have the badges, you can come back at any time.
Okay, yeah, we should get out, and so we can maybe help track down Sazerac, and then we can get everybody together before. I don't think I want to come down here again without like all of us. This was a little. I didn't expect that at all.
I didn't either, especially with what it sounded like or who it sounded like.
Who did it sound like? I didn't recognize that voice.
Oh, to me it sounded a little bit like a older Elixian.
Hmm.
Like a lot older.
Maybe
Maybe.
if like a bit like a big boomy like lower voice though. Maybe yeah.
Yeah, it's like he hit puberty like 50 times.
Yeah, that was hard. That was what? Wow, does that happen more than once? Because that wasn't a lot of fun.
It depends. What is Alexian again? Compared
We don't
to
know.
yeah. So
He's
maybe
he's a
went
hero
through
of
it.
the gods, right? So maybe that's a thing.
Maybe he went through
All
like
right.
50 different. Yeah, let's just go.
Wilvin.
Okay, so
Wilvin, you are outside the walls of the city.
I am, yes.
Yeah, and you see you're covered in sand and just like it's been a hell of a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
And so what would you like to do? We talked about this a little bit off camera, what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Wilvin is like leaned up against the city walls, not entering Ankarel proper just yet, but he's frustrated. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out the sending stone that Orgoth gave him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, shakes it because he doesn't really do magic well.
Like,
And-
beep beep.
He'll just yell into it. He'll say, "Found the sword, can't reach it. It's under the city. Symbol of red chain links. And a scorpion stands between us and it. Need assistance."
oh, okay. So Lapis, hang on. I'm like apparently I'm like a message board central.
Is it another another voice
no.
in your
None of
head?
us know about the other message.
It is. It's like
All
one more
going
because there's not enough. But Wolven, it's Wolven, and he said that he found he found the sword, but that it's under the city. He can't reach it, and between us and it is the symbol of 3 red linked chains and a scorpion.
Like an actual scorpion, like or a metaphorical one, or one drawn with the chain.
Uh, well, I could ask, but okay. So wait, we should all let's all meet back at the Cool Flame. Does that make sense? Let's all go back to the Cool Flame. I'm gonna tell them to meet us at the Cool Flame. Okay. Then he thinks what?
Well, if he's where is he now? Is he at the Cool Flame? Because there's no point of him coming out to the Cool Flame if we're gonna have to go right back out somewhere else.
I don't know where he is. I don't know where he is, but I'll hang on, and he's gonna think it Wilvin.
I'll start by thinking it Wilvin.
Okay.
With Lapis, she wants to know if it's a real scorpion or a metaphorical scorpion. Where are you? Can we meet at the Cool Flame?
And then he's gonna think it north because he has or a question. Stats a question.
Okay.
Tell North. We will meet them at the Cool Flame when they're done exacting revenge on that shithead Dragonborn. By the way, I miss you. Okay, that's it.
Question tells you North that exactly that, and says,
Oh, I miss him too.
I think he was talking about me, but I'm
I'll
sure
take it. I'll take
I'm
it.
sure Orgoth misses you too. So, and then Wilvin, you get that message. So,
Scorpion is a construct. The symbol of chains printed on it. Sword is on the move currently. Prefer not to wait. And then I'll give the precise location of like which exit of the city
south of the city.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
South entrance.
Yeah, there's actually an exit to the city, southeast of the Sigil District, and a little bit southwest from the Guided District.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So Wilvin says that that the scorpion is a construct, and that the 3 chains a symbol is like on it, is branded on it, and that we have to get past it, but the sword's on the move. And then he said he's outside the south exit. That's where he is right now, outside the city.
We should go then if he's on the move.
Yeah, he said he can't wait. So I guess we can meet him there, and then I'll tell. Okay.
And he's now Orgoth's like, oh right, okay, this is the Wilvin one. This is the Wilvin one. Okay.
The phones and the
Yeah, exactly. You got 2 phones.
bunch of arrows.
Understood. We will meet you outside the city gate. We'll also tell North to come when they can. Bye-bye.
Did I mess up the question thing? North. Okay, any more messages going back and forth either way?
As
yeah.
As soon as I got the other message, I went like, okay, bye.
And so then, like, after to the Wilvin, then I'll go back to the question one and go,
can you tell North to meet us outside the south gate where we're meeting Wilvin? We won't be at Cool Flame.
Yes. She just actually this is what happens. She runs outside and casts a message spell because she's probably close enough still.
Yes, 150 feet. Yep.
Yeah, and North's like, North, wait! They're meeting Wilvin outside the front gate, the southeast gate to the city.
All right, I'll keep that in mind, and when I'm done, I'll meet them there.
I will tell him. Okay. And she
I'm
just
also
kind
gonna
of she just kind of shouts
tell
that last
Io
part.
that I need to go on my own because
Io,
Feeling a little left out, Lapis is gonna grab her sending stone for question and just goes, "Hey girl, hey."
Hey Lapis, are you with my boyfriend?
Yeah, we're going on a date. We're gonna go and meet up with Wilvin.
Have fun. The Io says to North, be careful and give that guy what for.
I will.
So
Okay, Lapis, let's go. At Prolix, we're going up. Thank you for showing us down here and where the list is and having us meet all the people at the door.
yeah,
But,
they'll
we have
let
to
you
go
in. Also,
okay.
The person you're going to want to talk to in the base camp is Insight Accurary.
Right, Insight Accurary.
Yes.
Got it.
And he lets you go. So you go upstairs. It's faster for you to get to the gate to the city than North is to get to the Alluvium district, which is kind of crowded. So let's go with Lapis and Orgoth coming out of the city first. So you come out of the city gates. Wilvin, you see them. You're in your gnome form, I believe, still, right?
Yeah, I will say, sure.
Okay.
And he will have, I guess, pretty recently cast Locate Object. Still focusing it on the sword, as he's been doing.
It appears to be, the sword appears to be still about 400 feet straight down, but about maybe 100 yards outside of the city.
All right, Wilvin, as they come up, he's already got his finger trained on where, as close to. He's just gonna follow it if it moves, and as they approach,
it has not moved.
As they approach, he says, "I followed it out into the desert, and I followed it right back here. It's been moving until now, and it's stopped right there, about 400 feet below us."
Okay, so two
Okay.
questions. One, who the fuck are you? And two, where's Wilvin?
And
Oh, Lapis, this is Wilvin's disguise. Oh, right, you didn't see that. it was weird because she made a mustache appear, like, and then I knew. But yeah, this is actually
Oh,
this,
hey,
this is
Wilbur.
Wilvin.
At this point, Wilvin will just drop the whole thing. He kind of forgot that he was in it anyway.
The
and-
mustache flurls out and like.
Sorry about that. I'm not sure how many more times I can use that disguise because I believe people are starting to recognize it. But when I come up with a new one, I'll be sure to let you know.
All right, cool. All right, so where are we heading? And what the hell chain? That sounds familiar to me.
There's 3 links of a red chain, and so what happened was I followed it out into the desert using my locate object spell. Found a large spiral in the sand, and the footprints, Satrax, I assume, went right to the middle of it, and they disappeared. So I dug, and I dug, and I dug, and I dug, and a couple hours later, I found a stone casing of sorts. It was no lid, but it was sealed with some sort of ruins on it. And it asked for a password, which I, of course, didn't fucking have. So I tried a couple times. The sand began to cover and began to come in upon me. So I came back out and was beset upon by a giant metal scorpion, on which I saw the 3 links. So I can only assume that it's the Lynx, who, whatever faction that is, that's who has the sword right now. But as of right now, it's right there, and it's underneath us, and it's not moving, and he's focused on the sand.
But like, so you said 3 links.
Does that sound familiar to Orgoth
Um,
at all? Like
I
3
don't know if
links,
you've
I think
seen.
we've
I don't think
seen?
you haven't seen. Lapis has seen, but
Yeah, Lapis is gonna reach into her bag and pull out that card that random carriage driver gave her.
it's in black, like black drawn ink, but it's just 3 chains, like 1, 2, 3, like linked up, like that.
Hey, Wilbin, is this what it looks like? And she's gonna hand him the card.
That's it. And he'll snatch it
Yeah.
from her.
Oh,
That's
Jesus.
it. That's exactly it.
Oh, where'd you get that card?
A carriage driver gave it to me. He said, if I remember correctly, he said, come to him if I want any sort of business taken care of.
He didn't give you a name. He didn't give you an organization.
I forgot what his name was, but no, it's the organization. Yeah. Well, actually, no, he did not give me the organization.
And there's nothing else on the card, Ron. Just the chain links.
Just the chain links, yeah.
Damn. And he says, well, unless we're willing to dig again, which I can't guarantee that we'll reach it. There's got to be some sort of a tunnel under there. Maybe
But you said that you were attacked by a giant scorpion.
that I was. Well, nearly. I got myself invisible fast enough that it didn't see me, but it came up
Oh,
presumably to attack me because I got the password wrong too many times. I got locked out, I guess.
did it come up out of the thing you were trying to get into?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Like it came up out of the sand, and it
Oh,
came
okay.
toward me. And the what actually happened? He kind of rolls his eyes. He says, "Whoever put the spell on it, they've got a sense of humor." Because after a couple passwords, it said, "Tell Frankie I said hello." At which point, I came out of the hole and also painted on the scorpion was the name Frankie. So if you need
Oh.
a name for it,
That's
but,
clever.
But yeah, and then the scorpion came toward the pit where from whence I came out and dug itself under. That was the last I saw it. And then the sword began to move back toward the city.
Right. Well, North is going to meet us here because they're trying to track down Sazerac right now. Said they had a lead on it. And then
Is
maybe when
he the one who
we're-
stole the sword in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
well, Sazerac did. Actually, the sword got purchased by this little gnome that was with the allegiance of Allsight, and then Sazerac stole it from them on a bridge. And
Was it the Allegiance or the Vermilion Dream?
It was the Vermilion Dream
Sorry, the Vermilion Dream.
Yeah.
There are all these organizations with their fancy names. Yeah, but a gnome from the Vermilion Dream won it at the auction, and then we were following, and Wilvin in disguise was being a bodyguard for that person, and I was there to be the bodyguard for North. But then the gnome got jumped on a bridge, and we found out that it was Sazerac in a disguise who took the sword and then jumped off the bridge, and North gave chase, and Wilvin got in a big argument with the gnome, and then I killed the gnome. I killed Wilvin, fake gnome, because Wilvin was in a disguise, but not really, because just to like fool them, and then threw them off the bridge, and then we chased, and yeah. Anyway, Sazerac stole the sword and then gave it to somebody in the street, and we lost it, and then Wilvin went after it. So, and here we are now. So now I have successfully recapped the previous adventures that we had.
Take inspiration.
I've already got an inspiration. I'm gonna take another one though, right on top of that one.
Shit. We could have, if North was going after Satchak, we could have, if someone knew message, looks over at Wilvin. Do you know message?
I know sending.
Oh, there we go. Sending. Maybe if we're able to, if North can grab Satchak, maybe they can get the password, and maybe we can use the password if North is very persuasive. I don't know if they will be, though.
I believe I already told Nort that there was a password, so they might already be on it.
Oh, heck yeah.
North, you're heading into the Alluvium district. Where are you going?
I'm going to the Arboretum.
Okay. So let me pull this up real quick.
Also, if I pass by like a shop or something, like I'm gonna probably get something that hides my usual stuff. Maybe a hat that I can just like put my hair under
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and just like make it look
Easily.
like a kind of like a bushy like fringe at the front instead.
Yeah, there's lots of places that you can, like, there's like little tiny, it's not really, there's like open tents and booths, but there's no like permanent locations in any of this place. It's just like beautiful garden. There's trees. You see
Hats or a scarf or anything, really.
yeah. You see lots. Let's say it is a scarf.
Cool.
Okay.
Make it fancy.
I'm posting in to you a picture of what the gardens look like. Okay.
Oh, this is pretty.
Yeah, and there's just trees everywhere. You see people like reaching up for the fruit that's in the trees, and like kids sitting there and munching on the fruit. And where do you go?
I'm gonna go to the Kurak tree,
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
Like there's a whole grove of Kurak trees.
Yeah, see if I can spot someone who has a tattooed eye.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember what I told you his name was?
Yes, I do.
Could you text that to me real quick?
I'm gonna fucking cry, but yes, it was a terrible name, but you had worse.
Mm-hmm. I'm terrible with names.
No, that one was better than the other one.
Waiting. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. You see a man in like loose clothing. You've got kind of like it tied up like around his shoulders and his thighs. Like normally it would like be long and cover his entire like arms and legs. But he's got this tattoo across his face over his right eye. And he's like up in a tree, and there's some kids, and they're like cheering him. Yay! And he like reaches down.
Until he comes down.
You want one? You want one? Here you go. And he picks this like prickly looking fruit off the tree and tosses them to the kids. And the kids like catch some. Like some of it is a little bit too prickly. They're like, ow, ow, ow! You got to be careful and hit the ground. Don't hurt yourself. And the kid the guy climbs down, and the kids like rip them open and start eating the insides. And like you can just smell kind of like this mango kind of like smell.
I'm gonna mosey on over.
Okay.
Hey there.
Hello, sir.
I I may have injured my hip a little bit, so I cannot really climb the tree to get to these fruits.
Oh, yes, yes.
Then could you help?
Of course, of course. Black-eyed Derek, he can get you all the fruit you like. And he climbs into the tree
Mm-hmm.
and gets a fruit. He comes back down. How many would you like when he gets, as he's like climbing, reaching for a couple more?
Maybe I'm looking for another kind of fruit.
He stops for a second, tosses a fruit down to you, and kind of just slides down and comes over.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for?
What will it cost me?
Well, perhaps I can. I, like a lot of people, deal in information. Is there anything you can give to me?
I don't.
Coin.
I just.
Or would you like to just
gave
go
that-
straight to the coin? You look like a man who is on a mission and very busy.
I am very busy.
5 gold. Depending on the 5 to 50 gold, depending on the type of information you're looking for. I know lots of things.
I'm gonna pull. Let me check my inventory real quick on this non-denominational tablet that I have right next to me.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna pull 75 and just put it in his hand.
And he's like, puts the hat back on. You see there's a little pouch he's got like sewn in. Like
Mhm.
stuffs it in there, puts it on. He's like, so, how can I help you? I think you've hired Black-Eyed Derek for the day.
The Dragonborn used to own a bar, left it a few days ago.
Name is Satrak.
Mm-hmm.
He used to belong to the,
Yeah, I know.
Okay. You're looking for him?
Business.
Rumor has it that he is leaving the
I know.
city quickly.
That's why I need the information quickly.
And he writes down something. Actually, he looks for a piece of paper. He doesn't have one. Pulls out little like grease pencil. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
hold out your hand.
I'm gonna give my arm instead, just so I can hide it under a sleeve after.
And he writes an address on your arm.
Cool. I'm gonna put it under a very loose sleeve so it does not like rub. And
Got
I'm
it.
gonna look at it before doing that.
Got it. Okay. It's probably it's in the southern part of the Alluvium district. Probably like due east of the river district. And fairly close.
I'm gonna just give his hat look with all the inner pouches that he has.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Never saw me here, right?
Never saw you. In fact, it was quite a lovely child I gave this fruit to, and he hands you a Keurig fruit.
Gonna give him a quick nod, and I'm gonna leave just as fast.
Okay. Children! And he chases off some more people, chases after some other people to help them. So you head to the address. Wilvin and Lapis and Orgoth. You're muted, Bill.
Yeah, I got the message that comes up. Hey, so Wilvin, here's some badges. And
Organ's got his box out, opens it, he's like,
Okay, so here is a badge that is the Allegiance of Allsight, and you can use this to get into the base camp and all the Sunken City stuff they do.
Oh.
And that one we got from the Allegiance, from these two guys that run the Allegiance, which was kind of cool. And then this one, and Lapis has like a whole relationship with Saord, knows him and stuff. And so we got these special Saord badges too, which show that we're have the ability to like arrest people, or if they're real bad, like I guess we could kill them. But it's like a whole badge, like way better than the hand up word guys. So, but it was amazing. Like Lapis was like all like really impressive at everything, and apparently she's like a queen or something, and
I'm not
has
a queen.
like people that like she's responsible for, and she got like asylum here, like political asylum or something. There's a lot that's been going on. You've only been gone like a day, and it's crazy.
Orgoth, I'm not constantly telling people your business. Please don't tell people mine
Oh,
unless I say
oh,
it.
I'm sorry. I didn't. I thought because we all were up in the favor. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lapis. I just got.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Just for
I
next
won't do.
time.
Okay. I won't do that again.
But yeah, no, we got in with Jamon of Sword, the big head honcho who actually takes care of Ankarel.
Hey, get in with anyone you can. The more people we have on our side, the better off we'll be.
So yeah, keep that badge unless you want to get, I don't know, fucked with.
Oh, that's good to have for sure. Wilvin will pin them both to his jacket, but like the lapel that folds over, he does the underside so they're not fully visible.
Got it. Okay.
But so they're handy, and so these will be nice to have. It seems like there's a lot more places around here that have limited access than first anticipated.
And Lapis, I'm sorry. I was just like I was so impressed and like proud of what you did and stuff. That's why I said it. I was just
Like
kind of bragging on you, but I'm
oh
sorry.
no, it's fine. It's fine. Water under the bridge now. But there is one thing, Wilvin, that I kind of found out a little bit more of about your mark.
Wilvin raises one eyebrow. I can't, but he does.
Well, after kind of reading what I, drew back, turns out that whoever the hell this thing is isn't very good at Draconic, and I guess they failed Infernal as well because they're trying very hard to imitate it, but it's very much abyssal.
And Wilvin he'll start kind of like chuckling and looking around, and he'll just kind of laugh out loud. He'll say, "You hear that?
I do.
Not very good."
You may think you're on to me, but that won't help you.
Wilvin kind of shakes his head and shakes that off, and he looks at Lapis and he says, "Thank you, genuinely. I have a feeling that that this thing is constantly trying to pull the curtain over my eyes, and the more tools I've got, the better. And that's the kind of stuff that I need. So I thank you."
Yeah, well, the quote unquote infernal language, it kind of, lists a bunch of names who've joined them. I don't know what that means, but it's just a bunch of names. It gets smaller, so it kind of becomes fuzzy as it gets smaller, but yeah. It's just a bunch of halfling names in there.
Where's this list?
It's written on the mark that you showed me.
He'll hold it out again. He'll say, "What's the last name?"
Well, it can't see it. It gets so small you can't really see it with the naked eye.
And as you look at it, Wilvin, you see it spin. The ink underneath your skin, spinning. And the last name is your sister's.
So upset. Wilvin holds whatever emotion that evokes. He tries to keep it under wraps, but you see his hand start to glow, like a little, like white hot. Just gets it gets like a dim light starts to build. As he's looking at the thing, and the light gets a little brighter, and his breathing gets a little more labored, and he makes a really tight fist and brings it down, and he just looks Lapis in the eye, and he says, "That's enough." And he'll walk away, like shaking his hand, really, really, really trying to keep this under wraps, trying like deep breathing, meditating, etc. Just kind of separates himself from the group for a second.
All right. Don't go after Morgoth. I think he needs a second. He needs a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ross, your camera's frozen, but I
see
can still hear
that.
you, so
Let me try this.
let you pop back in. I was trying to pop back in.
Yeah.
It says cannot start.
Oh no. Try unplugging your camera, like
It's the computer.
It's the computer. Oh no.
That's everything.
Oh no.
You
well,
guys-
well, let's keep it like this. Let's
Yeah.
keep it like
Okay,
this.
Go ahead.
No, I can do this. Actually, Bill, can you join as their phone? Because that'll fill in.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Hang on.
Yeah. North, as we're setting that up.
Yes.
This is what I'll do is turn Wilvin's little puppet on. Okay.
That works.
North, you get to the address,
Mhm.
and there's a cart out front filled with suitcases and boxes and
Okay, does it look like it's done, like strapped in, or it's still
it's
the way.
still like it's mostly full.
okay? There any windows? Are they boarded up?
They are not boarded up.
Okay, if I can get a peek inside.
Give me 1 second. Let me switch out. Is everyone in the right hole? I believe so. Yes. Okay. Okay, we're good. The make a stealth roll as you approach the house. The front door is shut. And this looks like a very modest house.
Mm-hmm. 19.
19. Okay.
That was a roll of 6.
You approach the house, and inside you hear like shouts. It's like, but when are we gonna go? I want to go now. It's like, and you hear Satsprite's voice. Patience, we're almost done, and we'll be out of here and out of the city in just an hour.
Okay. So there are kids in there.
Mhm.
You know what? I'm gonna just lean against the carriage.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean against the cart.
Okay.
Just casually wait there.
This woman opens the door. Human, muscular, strong, comes out, sees you.
She opens the door.
Yeah.
I see inside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna poof in there.
Okay.
This is a bonus action.
Yes. Go ahead and roll initiative. This is not really for a combat. I just want to see.
That was shit. That's a 12.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 6, so you pop in, and the woman's like reacts. It's like, wait, what? And you're on the other side of the door. Do you shut the door or do you leave it open?
I'll shut it.
Okay, so the door shuts, and you hear it kind of automatically lock, and she starts banging on the door trying to get in. You see these 2 kids, Dragonborn, both of them, come around the corner, look up at you. One's about 15 to 16, the other is about 12.
Okay.
Both
Stairs,
boys.
or is it just one floor?
This is a townhouse. And you
Okay.
hear, what's going on down there? Why do you slam the door?
Do I see stairs?
You do see stairs.
I'm gonna
Hi!
poof up. I'm gonna poof up there.
Okay. Mommy, do we have ghosts? I think we have ghosts in here. I hope they don't come along with. Okay, you go upstairs and
Oh, yeah.
you see Satrak at the bed, suitcase open. He's like pushing it, closing it, and he reaches down.
I'm closing the door behind me. I'm entering. I'm closing the door behind.
How stealthy are you being with the closing of the door? Will he hear it?
When I close the door, no. When I walk in, yes.
Okay. He closes the suitcase. And he takes a big breath. Turns around. Hey, North.
Hey,
He crosses his hands.
how you doing?
How are you doing?
You know, right now I'm feeling. Is it the taste of finally
Betrayal?
getting some? No, I'm used to that. I'm used to that. You know what I did to the last man who double crossed me?
Congratulated him on a job well done.
Married him.
I've already got a wife.
Oh, I know. I saw her. Lovely.
You hear the door splinter downstairs.
Yep. My entrance was noticed. So
So what's going to happen next? Are we going to fight, or are we going to come to an agreement?
I'm not a killer. For now.
I never thought you were a killer. I thought you would understand a deal that gets me and my family out of the city safely, and enough money to start somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Oh, I want to punch you so bad.
He turns his shoulder, gives you his arm.
No, I'm a weak little baby.
You're more of a stabby, I know.
Yeah.
32. Was that Mike? Did I guess?
That was your guess. No, 27.
Oh,
You fucked it up. 2 per parts of the boning in the dress.
mm-hmm.
2 per heel in the shoes. And 1 just wedged in the butt crack.
Must have been uncomfortable.
Yeah, you forget about it. So, I'll be quick because I think your wife's gonna be there any second.
I think he's listening, and he's like, I think she's taking the kids outside, and
Oh,
she'll be back though.
oh, she was. I'm sure.
Can I help you? I mean, anything.
Well, you know what I'm after?
What are you after?
Got a friend who's asking for a password to get something that might save his life.
Really? Like outside the city?
Outside the city, Southgate.
In the sands?
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what. You
Tell me
agree-
that, and I don't turn you into a leather coat right here, right now. Blue would look great
Dragonborn
on me.
skin. I'm sure I would. I'll tell you, don't follow us.
If I end up somewhere where you are, it won't be by my doing.
I'll look the other way.
Cool. Oh no, I'll want to grab a drink. I'll want to hear everything you've been up to.
I don't want this to be a adversarial relationship.
No, I can recognize when I've been beaten. That was a great trick, and I could have stabbed you in the water.
Make a perception check, North.
Ears, sight.
Sight.
16.
You look, and you see a little red vein along the blue skin of his neck. Very, very tiny, very subtle.
Do you know that? Does it hurt?
What hurt?
Your neck.
Oh, that. Not really. He kind of itches it for a second.
How long has it been there?
Ever since I attuned to this, and he holds up a dagger that's made of has like red veins going through the blade. Apparently, this dagger let me have a swim very, very fast.
Oh, I saw that. I witnessed that. Well, don't forget to tell your kids you love them when you have the time.
I do.
Tell them every day.
I promise. The password. The password is needs to know.
It's on a need-to-know basis. I just saw you.
I didn't come up with it, and it's not my location. I've never been inside, but I was given it as
Whose is it?
belongs to the Vale.
Ah. How long has it been since they contacted you?
They're the ones who gave me the sword and the money to get out of town.
Well, hope for you that you can find someone who can heal that. Because I've heard from a mutual friend that it'll kill you.
And I've been told that as long as I can control the power contained within this dagger, which I can, and I'm confident I can.
Until you don't.
I am not a weakling.
Well, it's been lovely doing business with you.
Suddenly, stomping coming up the stairs. Here goes our deposit! And suddenly, an axe blade comes through the door.
Well, it's been lovely seeing you.
The windows. He goes over and opens up the window.
Can I at least like get a handshake, a hug, something?
He comes over, reaches around, gives you a hug.
Oh, you're just as comfy as you look. I'm gonna yeet myself out the window.
Okay. And suddenly you hear splinters of the door.
And I am bulking it.
Okay. Are you headed to the south of the city?
Yes.
Okay.
I am gonna hail a cab,
Okay.
something.
Got it. Easy peasy. You get out of there quickly. Back to Wilvin, Lapis, and Orgoth.
So yeah, I guess we're just gonna wait for North.
North
And,
doesn't have a sending spell, so who knows when they'll get here.
Well,
Right.
but didn't you do we?
Oh wait, do we know that Lapis told Question to tell North? Are we privy to that chain
Yeah,
of events?
I mean, unless she said it mentally when she sent the message to Question, did she?
Probably not.
Yeah, you said it out loud. So
All right.
Well, I mean, so North knows to come here, and I don't know how long it will take to track down Saserac, but is it in the same place, Wilvin? Has it moved, or is it still where it was? The sword.
Right now, it's still here outside the city walls. But what I'm concerned about is that we can't guarantee there's an entrance right here. If North comes back with some sort of a password, we're going to have to go back out into the sands anyway to get to where I found the entrance. which means walking away
Right.
from the sword. So for right now, I'm fine with staying right here, but I'm not sure what the next
Okay.
course of action is.
Well, we
And-
want to get in, right? I mean,
And we
it's
still have
gonna
to
take
deal
us
with
to
the
sword.
do we still have to deal with the spider?
Oh, what spider?
Or
The
sorry, the
Parker?
scorpion.
Um,
Scorpion.
Oh, yeah.
Parker pops up on your shoulder and is like looks kind of
Hey,
puzzled.
Parker. No,
I wasn't talking
we-
to you, sweetie.
No. Yeah, she meant a scorpion.
I don't know. I don't know if that'll pop out again or not.
Well, if it does, we'll just take care of it.
Well, then let's out.
I mean,
a
how
big
big was it?
sigh. He said, "Well, to me, things are pretty big, but I'd call it big.
Was it bigger than the elephant?
It was
seemed to rival that of the
Mhm.
elephant."
Yep.
Okay, and we took care of that. So come on, we'll do it. Don't worry about it, Wilvin.
Hmm.
Together, there's nothing we can't get past.
Smash cut to north. The carriage, who's like screaming down the street, running into like sides of buildings and alleyways. He's like, "I know a shortcut. I know a shortcut." You're like, and gets you. You're muted. Sorry.
I think I'm gonna throw up.
And coo. And after about 45 minutes, you get
Someone's gonna get in jail.
and you like get to the gates. He kind of skids to a stop, and there's some hand of ord people chasing him. And he's like, "Get out, go!"
I get out. I drop a brown paper bag that is kind of drippy at the bottom. I drop it on the seat and I leave.
and phew, and he takes off,
You
leaving
just pay him with a McGriddle.
Ooh, McGriddle. Bag. Oh crap. Okay. So you head out the gate
Yeah.
and you see Wilvin, Orgoth, and Lapis.
Oi! What do you know?
Passwords needs to know.
As they say that out loud, Wilvin's eyes dart back to the sand to see if anything moves.
Nothing moves.
He says, "I think we got to go right back out to the entrance. It was back that direction,
Okay.
but the
Okay,
sword is
hey,
right
hey.
fucking here."
Oh, and North. Hey, these are here before I forget.
And Orgoth's got a box. He's like,
Okay, this is a badge that's Alliance, the Legions of Allsight that can get us
Okay.
in under low, and this one is the sword badge, which shows that we have like permission from the Chief Bitchness to go and do what we need to do.
Okay.
And close the box. He's like, so we're good. We're covered. Everything we're doing is above board. Are you okay?
Hey, rollers of fate.
Thank you for that.
Thanks for the raid.
Yeah.
Hell
Woo,
yeah.
woo, woo.
I'm all right. I got closure.
Yeah. Did you like make him into a jacket? like
I'm
you talked about.
I'm not a killer.
Okay. Well, I know. Did you at least like punch him in the nuts or something?
I don't know. When I got there, I just didn't feel like it.
Well, who's he working for?
More like felt contracted rather than actually working for.
And
I've heard the name before. Heard it when we got a bag of the weed. There's a new gang in town. Well, new, old. It's called the Veil.
well, that's who we're up against. That's who wants the blade. Because that's what attacked me.
I'm gonna just like look at the card that I got from the other guy.
Mm-hmm. And it has 3 interlinking chain links on it.
I don't know if that's who we're up against. Because this guy told me there was a bounty on the sword of 3,000 gold pieces.
Well, they must really want that sword then.
It tells me that they're just not the only ones. But that is who took it from us. That's who Sazerac was working for. So that's who I've got my sights set on.
Let's start by getting the thing and then we'll have all the talks we need to have.
Wolven lets out a big sigh. This way then, and heads back out to where the entrance was.
Okay, I'd like you to make a survival check at advantage because you know what you're looking for. But you are going out into the middle of the desert, so.
Oh yeah, by the way, North, the scorpion thing is like a giant construct. So, just so you know,
Okay.
that Wilvin said he saw. Its name is Frankie, I guess.
24 on
Fra-
survival.
Frankie?
Give me 2 seconds.
So when I was out here, I found the lid, so to speak, the entrance to this, but there was a rune on it asking for some sort of password. And when I got it wrong, yes, it was Frankie who came out of the sands and dove underneath. It all happened quite quickly, but yes, it's a giant black construct with the 3 chains painted on it, named Frankie. Yeah.
The
Frankie.
so you go out into the desert. And what was your survival roll?
24.
24. Okay. You find it easily, and you can go straight there. Before, you were making big swirls following the footprints,
Mm-hmm.
and you go right there, and you get to the rope that's kind of sticking up out of the sand that you left behind after the sand filled back in.
So if we follow this rope straight down, I've left it right above the entrance. Unfortunately, that does mean some digging. Wilvin will be
Well,
the
let's
first.
get to it.
Yeah, he's on his hands and knees already.
And Orgoth will go right down there and
Shouldn't we just go back into town and get a shovel or something?
Took me
Well,
about 2 hours alone.
With no shovels?
Do you see a shovel?
Wow, we were just doggy digging it. Okay. Let's do it.
Okay. So you start pushing the sand, and the sand is kind of like, it's like a basin a little bit, so you kind of slide down a little bit, and it's not quite as deep as it was the first time you did this, Wilvin. And it only takes you about an hour, basically pushing the sand to the side, and you follow where the rope's going down into the sand, and it exposes this stone slab. And on the stone slab, etched into the top of it, is a circle. And it's got runes written all over it, magical runes of transformation.
Wilvin will collect his rope as they dig as well and put that back into his bag. And once they get down there, he'll look at North. You're muted.
I'm sorry. There's someone watching TV upstairs and it's making a
It's
lot
all
of
good.
noise, so I'm muting.
I can't hear it.
I'm just gonna needs to know.
And suddenly it starts glowing. But as it starts glowing and the sand kind of slides, starts opens up into a hole. It's like, phew, like irises out, and sand kind of starts sliding down a little bit. But as it does to the south, you hear this, phew, as the sand kind of explodes up into the air, and at the top of the hill, you see this black scorpion with paint written on the side of it, Frankie, and 3 chain right below the name, and it jumps down and starts
That'll be the
charging
one.
at you.
Go, 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 go.
Roll initiative.
Hi, Frankie.
Okay, let me pull up. Da-da-da-da-da.
That was a very, very terrible roll.
Can do worse than I did.
I did. I know for a fact I did.
North, what do you
I
get?
got a nat 1.
Yeah, same
that's-
here.
Oh my
That's an
God.
8, though.
Yeah, that's a 2 for me.
Oh no. Orgoth?
My 14 feels incredible right now.
Wilvin?
23.
20.
There we go.
Okay. Wilvin. The thing is skittering down. It's kind of like the sliding a little bit, pushing like sand, and more sand is kind of falling into the hole.
Wilvin, son of a bitch. Yeah, he'll take half his movement to get right to the hole's entrance. He'll take out his crossbow
Mm-hmm.
and take a shot at it, and that is going to be a 19 to hit.
19 hits. The crossbow bolt hits the scorpion, and you notice it kind of chunks, like it's made of some sort of stone, and the covering, the chitin, kind of like flies off, and you see this glowing red, veiny material underneath.
Okay. So the first one, that was a 7 damage, and my second attack, I'm going to try to use the crossbow to hit that exact same spot and
Okay.
hit the red this time.
Okay. Roll to hit.
And that is a 25 to hit.
Oh, definitely hits. Yeah.
And that one is going to do 4 damage. piercing.
Okay.
11 total.
Okay. So,
And using the rest of my movement, I jump into the hole.
okay. Foop, and immediately you start sliding down. It's
And
like
he
the,
says, "Follow me!"
okay. The scorpion rushes down, like pushing sand kind of in a wave in front of it, lands in front of all 3 of you. Let's see, who does it attack? It's going for North. And with its tail, 19 plus 10.
Shit.
Its tail
Oh, God.
hits you.
Fucking run!
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Wish.
Oh God, it's so slow. 21 points of
Whoa.
damage. Make a poison saving throw. So this is a Constitution saving throw.
Let me check real quick if I have anything for that. Con. Okay, con. Oh my God. Okay, which one will betray me right now? The answer is all of them because it's a natural 2, so that's a 5.
Okay. You take 11 points of poison damage.
Yikes. Okay.
Okay. And
Ow.
it is Orgoth's turn.
What size category?
Large. It's
is
a
this?
large, capital L, large. Yeah. It will
Oh,
take up
okay,
4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you it was big.
Orgoth is going to yell at Lapis and North,
Okay, get in the hole. I'll buy you some time.
and he is how far is this thing from me?
It's, if you were like around the hole, it's at the hole too. So
Okay.
Like, you go in first, dude. It's fine. Just grab
and-
North with you.
I'm fine.
and Orgoth is going to first he's going to faint.
Okay.
So he's going to like make a oh my stars and garters. He's gonna like rear back. He's like, oh,
It's like, come on, you giant beast.
and he like pulls back a big hand, and as he pulls it back, and that's the feint as he's trying to grab its attention there.
Mhm.
He then starts with an uppercut
Okay.
to the left. That will be let's see, that's gonna be a where's my pluses? Oh my god, we haven't had a combat in so long.
I
I don't even know what I'm
know.
doing anymore. That's gonna be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits
Okay.
as your fist. And you notice that as it hits, like the chitin pieces around the scorpion kind of like fluctuate, and you see underneath like this red kind of like glow that looks very similar to the rudium that you've seen
Nice.
before.
The first hit does 4, 7, 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Anything else? You got another attack?
Then my second attack. So that's the uppercut.
Mm-hmm.
Then I just like keep my momentum and do a like back spin. So my right arm spins around
Okay.
and hits it again. And I'm kind of trying to just like focus on the same ish area every time.
Mm-hmm. You're breaking
and-
those armor pieces. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a 17.
that hits.
Okay. Which I just do this.
And the piece that you're impacting, you see cracks begin to form and the red kind of glowing underneath it.
Nice. That's another 9 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And I'm going to. It's one size larger than me,
Yes.
right? Because it's larger than medium.
Mhm.
So I'm going to, using my crusher ability, I'm going
Yes.
to move it back 5 feet
Okay.
away. And then I'm going to action surge and step forward. I'm gonna do and it's like I'm just whirlwinding, right? This is almost like the barbarian in Diablo 2.
Uh-huh.
Just like a whoosh.
Yeah.
Continue to spin for another backhand
Mhm.
or another left. So uppercut, right-handed backhand, left-handed punch. That one is only a 12.
12. Unfortunately, you miss. It hits the piece of armor right next to it and just absorbs your blow.
Okay, and then the last one on that, since you can attack, is a 17.
17 does hit. Yes.
Okay.
So many attacks.
I get 4. What are you gonna do? And that is another 6 bludgeoning
Okay.
damage.
Excellent.
And then with my move,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to step, so I'm standing between it and North, since North just took the big hit.
We lost Lapis. Okay. She's back.
Oh, there's Lapis.
I accidentally hit the wrong button. You're good.
Yes.
So I'll put myself between it and North, and then I'm like,
All right, you guys, you two get in the hole.
Are we okay on the Twitch though? Did we move?
Let me check. We're good.
Yay.
Yeah, we're good. Thank you.
Yay.
North, your turn.
I'm not even gonna bother. I'm gonna take my bonus action to disengage, and I'm gonna go yoop.
Okay, and you start
Into the
sliding
hole.
down. As the sand like provides a little like
It's like, what? Why would I bother?
anything else north?
I guess I cannot do action movement for that. I'm just sliding.
Okay. Lapis.
Lapis is just gonna look over at Orgoth and just go, dude, just come on down, dude. It's fine. And then just kind of does like a little hop and then goes right down into the hole.
Like phew, and start sliding. Wilvin, you keep sliding down. This is Basically, it's just going to take a while. The scorpion spins and is going to attack you with its stinger and its two.
Attack me, Wilvin?
No. This is
Oh, great.
Orgoth. The only person that's left upstairs. So with the stinger, that's only a 15.
That will miss.
Okay.
I will use my bonus action to riposte.
Okay.
Since I've been holding on to it. My reaction. Sorry, not my bonus action. My reaction. I'll expend a superiority die, make a melee attack.
Okay.
That would be a 17.
That hits.
And which I will do another 11 points.
Nice. Okay. And
oh wait, I'm sorry. Wait, I didn't roll my d4.
Okay.
13 crushing.
How much will that four-sider? Already put the other one in.
A 2.
2. Okay. Boom. The two pincers kind of. Okay, one misses. The second one, 18 plus 10, 28. The second
That
one
hits.
crushes you for. That is a. Where are my 8-siders? The 3, 5, 9 plus 3, 12 points of slicing with it. And you are grappled by the pincer.
Cool.
And Orgoth, it is your turn.
Orgoth is like staring at this thing
Mhm.
that's grappled him. And he says, and he's like, it's kind of like darkness fills his eyes, and he says, "Don't you know, spiders hunt scorpions?" And he just like is going to try to rip the claws open
Ooh.
to break out of the grapple.
Okay.
So
So
that will be my strength athletics
Mm-hmm.
contested strength. Let's see. That is a nat 20 plus
Nice.
12 for a 32.
Nice. It rolled a
Damn.
23, so that is.
And the as he says that,
Mhm.
his tattoo on his arm shifts, and it's the skull crusher claw, skull crusher, the skull, but the triangle behind it disappears, and out of it comes the spider legs
Nice.
of Lulf.
Nice. Okay. The north sliding. Lapis sliding. Okay. The scorpion tries to get the sting again. 21 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And that is.
Oh, I would have also got an attack roll because the grapple is instead of
an attack. Oh,
instead of an attack roll, not an action.
Got it.
So-
Go ahead and do those.
Yeah, he would have like pulled out and then taken
Yeah.
a punch at him. It's only a 16.
16 is what you needed to hit.
Oh, sweet. That would have been another 2 points.
2 points. Okay.
All right. Anyway, sorry.
The
Yeah, it hits.
8, 12. 17 points of piercing damage plus a constitution saving throw.
Constitution 17. You said.
Yeah.
To there, and a con saving roll. That's an 18.
Okay,
on
you're fine.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, you're fine. So you take 5 points of poison instead of full. Okay.
Okay. Does this thing look like it's really banged up that much?
Not really. It's about. I mean, it's got pieces missing out of it, but it's still moving just as fast as it ever was. So.
Right. Orgoth will think for a moment and then just looks at it. It's like, this isn't over. And he just like does that step back and then goes down the
Leaning
thing.
back and like, phew, you start
Yep.
sliding. The creature, as you start sliding, you kind of see like there's this light, the sunlight coming down brightly through the hole as you start sliding away. And suddenly you hear scratching and scrabbling as it's trying to fit into the hole.
No.
Okay, going out of combat for now. You slide Wilvin. You slide down, shoo, and you come to a landing area, and it kind of spits you out, and you land. And you're kind of in the sand, and you're kind of just like covered, and you're up to like your chest a little bit. Actually, probably your neck because you're halfling, and you have to kind of dig your way out from the sand.
I do that as quickly as possible because I know they're coming not far behind me, so I want to be out of that landing area.
Okay, you get.
Just gonna be like the kid on the water slides that goes over his friend. Like,
Whenever something like this happens in movies, they never move, and yet they always land next to each other. Like they're coming to land right the fuck on top of me. I'm getting the fuck
Yep.
out of there.
Okay, you get out. Lapis was the next, or North was? Was it
North.
North? North. You come through. Phew, and
can I attempt to roll to not dive into the sand?
make an acrobatics? Yeah, this is like a cushion kind of thing.
18.
18. Yeah, you just kind of like hit it.
Oh,
You're able
sorry,
to, like,
19.
19. You're able to like skid and slide, and phew, you just kind of step off. Wilfin, you've got sand inside everywhere. You're North. You got a little bit of sand, but you're not
Yeah.
covered.
Just gonna shake it off.
Lapis, you come in. You do try to do anything special? You just kind of like hit the sand.
That depends. I went feet first.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. You kind of hit and just kind of like foop, and your robe kind of rides up a little bit, and there's just sand everywhere. You wade
Alright,
through
I
to
just
get
I
out.
just get up and clean myself off, especially because I'm not leveled right now.
And you get Orgoth. You land, and you hear the scrabbling, but it's way up the hole. It's a ways away. You probably still have some time, but you land. Do you land gracefully, or are you just kind of like?
No, I think he comes
Yeah.
back down in.
He hits, the big guy hits. Sand goes everywhere. Big explosion. You notice that the sand, like, it's a big enough explosion that you look, and to the left and to the right, you see what appeared to be just like a cliff where it goes over, and some of the sand kind of hits and starts kind of sliding off the side. And it looks like it's maybe about a 50-foot, 70-foot drop. But the landing area goes further in the direction of the city, like closes to a path and a tunnel.
I think that thing is still coming. It's trying to come down the tunnel. So, just so you know.
Orgoth's trying to get up.
Okay, what's he do?
We know the sword is this way, back toward the city. So if we can get ahead of it, then maybe we can shut a door between us and it.
Lead the way. You know where it's at, right?
And Wilvin starts walking.
Okay, is this a forced march, or is this a quickly, like, are you just kind of like are you trying to rush through this? That's what I'm trying to ask.
I suppose Wilvin's whole shtick here is he's afraid that it's going to go on the move again.
Mm-hmm.
So Wilvin would be rushing, but
Okay.
not hastily. Like, he knows that he's in dangerous territory,
Okay.
so he'd be cautious.
You travel a good 30 minutes, and I'd like you all to make perception checks. What light sources are you using? Does anybody who has night vision, who does not? Night vision, North.
Wilvin will cast dancing lights.
Okay.
I do. Oh,
Dark
there we
Vision.
go.
Is it based on sight?
It is based on sight, yes.
Sorry, I have this item that gives me advantage. But it's nice.
That's always a good question to ask then. So
North got them glasses.
22.
okay, 22.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty 20.
15.
15 North.
Yeah.
You see Wilvin, he's kind of like moving ahead with purpose, and you see the tunnel opens up to an area where you hear water far below, kind of like a underground river of some sort. But the path continues on, hugging the side of a giant cave wall. You hear bats, you hear kind of noises off, but you also see on the other side, like as the cave wall curves around to the left and back to the main, to another tunnel, you see a fire pit and 3 men kind of sitting there around it. You've just come out of the tunnel into this larger area.
I'm going to. Am I behind Wilson?
Wilvin took the lead, I'm assuming. So
Okay, I'm gonna try to lightly step and just put a hand on his shoulders,
no problem.
like
Wilvin's ready
And-
for that, so he'll stop.
whisper to him, "There's people ahead."
And
We
he
sh-
immediately snuffs his dancing lights.
Okay. They don't seem to have noticed.
Is the fire pit a light?
It is a light, yes.
Okay, so they did have some light already. They might not have seen it, but now that there's no other light, we do see like a bit of light at the
Mhm.
end, right?
Yes, yes. And you see the silhouette of 3 people around this fire pit. It seems like there's like they either like knocked a hole into the ground, in the rocky ground, or like chipped away something, and like they're burning something inside of something that's in the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna give them a signal, I guess, that like I'm gonna try to sneak closer
Mhm.
to get a look,
Okay. Make a stealth roll.
just to tell the party that I am gonna take the lead on that,
Okay.
Thumbs up.
and I'm gonna do what I do best. Hopefully, I don't roll shit.
There is yeah, go ahead and roll.
15. I rolled a 2.
Okay. Okay. There is, you get closer and you see at the entrance to this cave, then to the tunnel, you see this winch with a chain wrapped around it. And the chain leads into the tunnel.
Okay.
And suddenly you hear kind of like a coming from the tunnel. And
Oh shit.
a dog, like
shit,
a
there's a
large
puppy.
dog, comes out, barking. The men have not seen. The men have not seen.
Shut the fuck up.
You're not close. You're like just coming around the corner. You're still kind of on the edge. You're probably about.
Okay.
You are about 70 feet away from the fire pit and from the
The dog. Where's the dog at?
right at the tunnel. Right at the tunnel. It's like.
At the entrance of the fire
Yeah,
pit? Like,
well, like the fire pit's in the ground. It's the tunnel leading off
Is it-
toward the city. But he's on a chain
Wait.
that's attached to the winch.
but is he in the same room as these people?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
The dog's like,
Can we see this happening?
oh yeah, you
Yeah.
hear it happening. Yes, you do. Yes, it's
Okay,
all the way across like
then
this
Wilvin,
cavernous area.
I'm
All
bad
right,
with
so
animals,
it's-
y'all.
the dog is approaching north. Wilvin reaches out his hands and he does a little whisper and casts Major Image
Mm-hmm.
on north,
Okay.
but not to change their appearance, but to create like this absolutely like rancid smell, like a dragon's asshole.
You're making me stink.
Yeah.
One of the guys that's around. These are humans.
Oh.
He kind of
Uh-oh.
like
No.
at the fire pit looks over, and I can't. Oh, what is that?
I can taste it.
Oh, and they all look at the dog, like, what have they been feeding you? Oh! and the dog is like, and like runs back into the tunnel, and the chain clanking around until it gets tight.
I'm gonna come back to the party.
Okay.
So apparently there's a dog.
As the north gets closer, he drops the magic.
Oh, you better, yeah. And the dog kind of farted because it started smelling like disgusting.
Oh no! That was you.
What?
was trying
I didn't fart.
That it was me, but it was you. It just relax.
So did you fart?
Nobody farted. Relax. It's from the
Wait, is that
dog.
like fart
It was a whole-
ventriloquism? How does that work?
Oh my, Jesus Christ!
Welcome back, Ross.
I missed you.
Wilvin, he's sighing like he does.
Do we need a
Um,
distraction or something to get these guys out of there?
Oh yeah.
You see one of the guys gets up and goes over to the dog and grabs a chain leash and puts it on the dog, like goes into the tunnel, and takes the dog to like a side path that's just like goes off to the side, and he's like, "We got to get that out of you now." And,
Oh no.
and the dog's
Not
like,
what I had in mind, but now might be a good time to go.
What are they wearing?
they
Still
are
two other
wearing
people.
one is wearing chain, and two are wearing like studded leather.
But no like livery or no,
No.
robes of
Mm-mm.
anything.
No.
So they're all right.
No.
Got it. Got
hey,
it. Got it.
Wilden, can you give me the card back?
He hands it over.
Thanks. We might need this
Oh,
just in case.
Do we know how
I'll keep
the
mine
Veil
handy.
feels about these? And he shows the badges that they have.
We should
Who's-
put them away.
Where's the hierarchy here? All right.
And I'm gonna put
Apparently
mine away.
Dance
well as,
circles around the hand of Ord, so you know.
I'm gonna put mine in my little pouch as well as Ash's, and then I'm gonna put Ash's down and just goes, okay. So if the dog comes back around, I'm just gonna have Ash's kind of use that dog as a distract the dog, so we don't have to go through the fart thing again.
Listen, it worked, right? He's gone.
Let's
Oh,
go.
it worked great. No, it worked really good. Yeah.
It was great. I
Okay.
could taste it.
Damn right,
Um,
it was great.
So you cautiously, actually, I would like to get a marching order now. Like who goes? Because this is like one little like 4 and 5 foot wide, winding, like ledge on the edge of the cliff. So it's kind of treacherous. Give me a marching order.
Wilvin feels responsible for this quest, so he tries to take toward the front, but he knows that he doesn't have dark vision, so he'll take
I-
second.
Don't mind going first.
I'll take third.
Okay, I'll take the rear then to make sure nothing gets up behind us.
Hey, Overlord Face, thanks for the raid.
Thank you for the
Ooh,
raid.
thank you. Hi. Hello.
That's 2 today.
Facey
Oh,
Raid.
right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Javen Fox. Thank you.
Hi.
So it's North, Wilvin, and Lapis, and then Orgoth. Okay, and you start kind of like, almost like some places you have to kind of put your back against and do the video game, like scoot, 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 like sideways to get through.
Once we get closer, are there like any zones of like shadow at all?
Yeah, definitely. The path gets wider as it gets closer to where the fire pit was. So,
Okay.
And there are kind of like stalagmites. Did I get it right? No.
So okay, I don't know which one
Tights
is
from
which.
above.
Tights.
Mites crawl on the floor like as bugs, so
Yeah.
the stalagmites come from the floor.
Yeah.
That's a good way to remember
Got
it.
it.
There you go.
Okay. And there are like several like these stalagmites on the floor close to the entrance. I'd like everybody to make, and this is
I'm gonna
make
maybe
a,
turn around to see if they want to stealth first or if they want to go like face up.
yeah. Are you being kind of like, how careful are you all being getting across this pathway?
gonna throw a look behind and be like, give them a shrug, like, what you want to do?
Yeah. Wilvin looks back at Orgoth and
Oh,
seeing
do
him
we
give
have
his,
do we have a sound issue with
I've
the
got
stream?
sound going out, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
I've
Okay.
got sound
Thank
going
you.
out, so thank you.
Yeah.
I had a moment of fear.
Like,
Yeah.
ah. Yeah, people are always like forgetting to unmute themselves. I would completely understand. So who was being careful?
I think we all
Orgoth
are.
is being all
Yeah.
sneaky.
Okay, make at advantage a acrobatics check, but also you could make a stealth check if you wish. One of the two.
At advantage, either?
Yeah, either. Yes.
Man, I suck at both. And at advantage.
But that was an advantage.
Ron, do you want to hear
I really
it?
needed the advantage.
North, what do you get?
31. Stealth.
Wilvin, what do you get?
23 acrobatics.
Nice. Lapis,
Just a 15.
you're fine. Orgoth.
25 acrobatics.
Nice. So you all get across easily. There's a couple places where like the edge kind of like gave out for a second, and you could hear rocks kind of tumbling down, splashing for a second far below. But you get to the stalagmites close to the fire pit, and you just smell like the dog just may have pooped like off to the side. And you're like, yeah, get it all out. Get it all out. We don't want to smell that again. Oh, that's horrible. You got a bag? We got to get a baggie here.
Is someone else going to give the baggie?
One person gets up and says, I've got one here. And he has like a cloth sack and like tosses it into the alcove. What do you all do?
Do you want to sneak it, or do you want to?
I
Because
think
if
the
we
less
get
that
caught,
they know that we're here,
if
the
we get
better off
caught
we'll be.
sneaking, it's gonna be very hard to talk our way out of that.
Is it just what's further down past them?
Basically the passageway that you walked on, like a little ledge, opens up flat for a moment where the fire pit is, and there's a little alcove, and then it narrows back to a opening to the passageway, continues into the rock face.
Okay.
How far is it across with the fire pit?
You're probably a good 40 feet away now. You're very close.
And how many people are still at camp?
There's 2 at the fire pit and 1 with the dog and on the leash in the alcove.
Should one of us distract them and the rest of you, I don't know, fucking sneak in, the ones who can't sneak? I can't sneak for
We've got
shit.
we've got 2 cards. So, at the very least, 2 people have an excuse to be here. Right?
Kinda. Not sure if we're allowed to be here, even if we have cards, but
Are they like prepared, or are they like hanging out?
They appear to be hanging out. Like they are, make an insight check, but they appear to be on guard and kind of joking at each other, and they're not like super
That's-
like at attention guard.
Right. That's an 8.
They're just hanging out.
Down the street, the same old thing
The
that
same
they
old
did last
thing.
week.
Yep. But they have weapons. They are armed, and they all are
Mhm.
armored.
I say stealth if we can.
let's go then.
Because correct me, they're not wearing any sort of insignias. Like we don't know like who they're with.
You have not seen any insignia or anything, or who they're with.
We've got just about nothing to go on otherwise. And if we say the wrong thing or say that we're with the wrong people, then they're not letting us go anyway.
Right.
And if they find out here, there's a chance they'll let them know down the line. So if everybody can stay as quiet, if you have your own means of staying quiet, staying out of sight, now's a good time to do it. Who's the least stealthy of us? And he looks around. And his
Probably
eyes
me.
his eyes linger on Orgoth until Lapis says that. And
Ashes kind of butts his head up against Lapis. Like,
Yeah.
then
At the moment, my legs are kind of wobbly.
all right, he says, I can do at least this for you, but do your damnedest to stay quiet. And he'll touch her on the shoulder and cast greater invisibility on
Okay.
Lapis.
Yeah.
nice.
Ooh, greater. Dang.
Yeah. Welcome to 9th level. Woo!
Hell yeah.
Wait, couldn't Lapis just
And
do
he's-
that for herself?
Does
Yeah,
she know
I
that?
You got the you
Oh,
got
yeah,
the
I forgot I have-
amulet.
I
Don't
completely
forget
forget
you
that
got the amulet. We haven't
Yes,
played in
you're
so
right.
long.
You're right.
Don't you have a jewel that does
Wilvin
that?
doesn't know that.
That's true.
So you
Yeah,
suggest
look, just because it makes me invisible doesn't mean it makes me silent.
That's true. That's true.
He says, as you've got 1 minute,
Let's go.
1 minute, 2 minutes.
and we'll start moving.
Okay, everybody
Okay.
make a stealth check. Okay, we'll leave Lapis for last. North.
30-20.
Okay. Wilvin,
18.
Orgoth.
4, but I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. 16. That's much better.
Lapis, you're at advantage because you're invisible.
So with advantage, that's an 11.
Bye, Lapis.
Okay.
You're still invisible.
Yeah. I'm gonna make another check for them. 8 and a 5. Okay.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
As you get to
Damn.
the
God.
entrance to the tunnel, you see the guy with the dog come back. This is the guy with the chainmail, and the dog's like still kind of like his nose is just like working, like, oh, and got all that out. Let me roll for him. What are y'all sitting around for? We gotta. Oh, help me! I gotta clean this up. Oh, it was a mess. And you all head back into the tunnel and successfully make it past the fire pit.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Scary shit, man.
I'm also gonna keep an eye out on the walls and the floors.
Okay.
See if I can see any wires,
Okay.
anything.
So this slows you down.
I'd rather be slowed down than to get a fireball to the face.
Okay. The door. The passageway continues for another. You're about 25 minutes. You must be getting close to the city. And you come to a door. A wooden door that's actually just like built into the tunnel. It looks fairly new construction.
Does it look trapped?
Make an investigation roll.
26.
Oh yeah, it's trapped.
With this roll, can I see what kind of trap it is?
It is a poison needle trap. Good old-fashioned D&D staple.
Oh. I guess I'm going to get my thieves' tools and try to disarm it.
Okay.
Clickety-click.
Wilvin will hum a little under his breath, casting Bardic Inspiration on North.
Okay.
What kind of dice is it?
D8
D8. Nice. I'm gonna take that.
Okay.
to an ability
So,
check. If you
Thieves' tools.
Thieves' tools, sleight of hand or whatever. Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna need that, but I'm gonna do it anyways. 35. Fuck your trap.
Take that,
Ron.
Needles.
Fuck your trap.
You like, okay, this is what happens. You're like clink, 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 snap. The needle just kind of like pops out and falls to the floor.
I'm gonna keep the needle.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's impressive.
yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
the needle appears to be a major poison. It looks like you could do some serious,
Oh, I'm gonna keep
damage.
that in a little vial in my poisoner's
Yeah.
kit.
Like a normal person just messing around with it, it could kill them easily.
It's okay. I'm not a normal person.
Yeah. You're not 4 hit points. Not anymore. Okay. So you open the door. Question mark.
Is it a push or a pull?
Do we get on the floor? Everybody walk that down.
The door is a push.
I'm going to listen to it before,
Okay.
just to see if there's anyone on the other side.
Make a perception check. This is audio.
Yeah, it's my ear.
Yep.
That's a nat 1.
Nothing.
It's fine.
Nothing.
I can open it.
Okay, you open it up, and there is a room with 3 cots,
Okay.
and there's another door beyond.
It was super trap, but it's a freaking dorm.
Yeah.
Is there anything on the
man.
floor?
You see a dog bowl.
When would you rather be protected than when you're sleeping?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That makes
it's
a lot of
it's
sense,
their
yeah.
common room. They wouldn't trap it. But I'm gonna keep an eye out.
You go to the other door.
Yeah.
You open the door, and just let us like unlock. You can unlock it from this side.
It's not trapped.
It's not
Okay.
trapped.
Gonna listen to the door before opening it again.
Okay. You hear something squeaking, kind of like from the left. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Kind of going to the right.
Like a mouse.
No, like something large, like a mechanical, maybe a wagon wheel.
Oh, there might be someone moving something on there. Right, I'm gonna try to open it like very slowly,
Okay, you open it up.
just
Just
to like
cracking it
peek in
open.
there.
Inside, there's like a strange, like silver glow, and it seems to be coming from the ceiling.
Okay.
You see a large cavernous area, and you see buildings, like 6 and 7 buildings. You see you open up and there's like a street. You see a wagon being pulled by a giant cricket with big kind of tentacles coming off the back. You see somebody driving it, and there's big barrels, and up ahead you see a tavern, and you hear
Huh.
soft twinkly music coming from it, and you hear shouts, and
Is it? Oh God, what's the name? What's the name? of the
is
place?
what?
Is there a sign on this
There's
door
not a,
or
no, there-
tavern?
there's not a sign,
Okay.
but you
Shit.
see like there's like a little tiny like general type store, some like buildings look like to be like residences, but the tavern, and you can see through the window from here north, and
Mhm.
behind the bar, like behind this bartender, this big burly bartender, you see this red bladed short sword hanging proudly
On the wall.
on the wall behind them, and that's where we're going to stop for the day.
Yo, we found the sword. Ooh,
was
that was
awesome.
On
tense.
display.
That was
Son
tense.
of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure was.
Great job, everyone.
Oh God,
Yeah.
thank
Yeah,
fuck
good
Wilson
game.
for
Kind
that
of a
fart.
little mini dungeon crawl, kind of not really, but that was fun.
I'm still. Thanks for the fart.
It was. If you can easily deter a dog with smell more than
Yeah.
fear, I would
Yeah.
say if it was
Yeah.
down there to guard.
Yeah, I rolled for that dog and it's like a 2. So,
Ew.
but
Poor guy.
awesome. Thank you all so much for a fun. I am glad we're all 4 back. Makes me so
Yeah!
happy. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
this
you.
was good.
Thank
And we
you.
had 2 raids today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yes, thank you, and everybody who stuck around. Well, let's go around and do our wrap up.
Hey everybody, this is Bill. That's at Bill Roper on Twitter. That's still a thing, right? Twitter's still okay, yeah. And at Bill
Yep,
freaking
for
Roper on Twitch and YouTube. You can also find me playing Kier Starfall, a very human starship pilot in Shadowport Adventures: Luck of the Draw, a Star Wars actual play on the Emporium for the Wayward Gamer Network. And we're currently gearing up for the second half of season 1, so it is a great time to check out them VODs to catch up to where we are in our galaxy far, far away. I've got a bunch of other stuff happening this summer, which I'll gleefully promote when the time is nigh. Not quite yet. And if you are seeing this live or hearing this before the 22nd of April, and you live in the Southern California area, I would invite you to come out on April 22nd to Alasta Brewing Company, which is in Covina, where you can see my band, the world famous Poxy Boggards, playing live
Hell yeah.
at our annual during the run of Renaissance Fair night show called Bogfest. And ridiculously,
Awesome.
this is the band's 30th anniversary. This
That's
is the 30th year we've been
amazing.
together.
Damn.
And we
Damn.
are releasing our 13th album at the concert, at the show, which is called Triskaidekaphobia, which is the fear of 13 penises. So that's what it is. And that
I
should
wish
tell
I
you
could
everything you
be
need to
there.
know
Love it.
about the band. That is our brand of humor. So there you go.
I want
And
the
boy, am I
t-shirt.
glad everybody's back. This is so good.
Hi everyone, this is Jaden. I again so happy, Ross, you're here. Jamie, you're here, you're good. Bill, you're always here. You're a constant in our lives.
I have to be here.
Yeah, Ron, you're always here.
Yeah,
Without
man.
you, we can't really make this show.
No.
And I was playing Lapis Lazuli. You could find me on Twitter at Foxtrot Fallout. Please only follow me if you're 18 plus. I will block the fuck out of you if you're under that age. Nobody should be on Twitter if they are underneath the age of 18. 20,
That's probably
actually.
true.
You got a big red button. You're just like, "Ah." It's like
Yep.
gone, blocked.
Folks, thanks for tuning in. This is Ross. You've been looking at my puppet for most of the episode because my video decided to crap out on me, but I'm still here. Thanks for tuning in. You could find me on the socials at GriffRM. And to echo the way Bill did it a little bit, if you are watching this live or you are listening before mid-May of this year, I'm currently in Georgia doing the Buddy Holly story, a kind of like a on-stage biopic of sorts of Buddy Holly and his life and times before his tragic death. And it's going great. So if you can get tickets, you can come to Tyrone, Georgia, and see me in a show, which is what I actually love doing. Be not the retail gig that I've been doing. So that's why I've been gone. Thank you everybody for giving me just a couple weeks, to get it all together. But now that it's open, I'm here and I'm really excited to be back because today was a great episode. Thank you, Ron.
Living the dream. It's amazing.
Amen.
Hey everyone, this is Jamie. I've been playing North Eladrin Roguelock. You can find me mostly on Twitter, but also have Tumblr and another bunch of stuff that you can find in my card that is linked on my Twitter, so I'm not saying all the names and forgetting to. At Suburban Cryptic. Usually I plug the Patreon, you know what's good in there. We have some amazing stuff, some amazing short stories, both for this show, both written by Ron and by Ross. At some point, we'll probably have some more.
Of course.
What's going on? But I'm also gonna try to plug a little bit of myself. I am maybe without a bit of a salary right now because of some events that have been overtaken. So I'm gonna be taking commissions. I'm gonna be posting that on the Twitters very soon. So also support your workers' unions. Yay.
keep an eye on that. One thing, we have a contest. There's our pin post on Twitter, which is Severed Sons D&D. We're giving away some artwork by Jaden and Jamie. And if you just go in there and like and retweet and follow us, you'll be entered to get some artwork. So please do that.
Yes.
And follow us on Twitter. Plugs. Also, Tabletop News, this is their last day. I think the Kickstarter closes tomorrow. They have reached their final goal, but they're looking to go further. So if you can join, help their Kickstarter out to get this Tabletop News show going, please do.
Yeah. That would be awesome for them and for our community, just to have something like that and have everybody have a beacon to look toward for that kind of news. That's really exciting. I'm really glad that they reached their goal.
It's a strong,
hope that they
make
can
the
go further.
community strong. Yeah.
Do you mean the
100%.
one stop for all things tabletop?
Thank you. I couldn't remember the phrase. Thank you.
What?
You can find Severed Sons Rhyme of the Frostmaiden podcast on any podcasting platform. We have a fantastic community in Discord, Patreon, early access to episodes. Thank you to Wizards of the Coast, gang at Critical Role, and all our listeners and our fans. Keep on rolling. Bye, everyone.
Hey,
Bye.
bow, bow.
Bye.